Hi, 5th and 6th grade. Welcome back for another Aiming High lesson. I hope everyone's doing well. And today we're going to be discussing the dangers of smoking. Now, many people smoke. There's many reasons why they may have started as well. Maybe they were curious and they wanted to know what it felt like. Maybe they thought it would be fun. It's another perk of being at home. Maybe they were trying to fit in with a certain group, or maybe they just hung around people who also smoked. Their friends may have done it. If you know anyone who smokes, ask them why they started. Unfortunately, when people start smoking, though, it can develop into a very nasty habit that is really difficult to break. Smoking causes illnesses that harm our bodies. What are some of the effects of smoking? Any of you remember from me visiting your classroom last year? Some effects take a very short time to develop. Okay, they develop immediately. Those are referred to as short-term effects, which can include increased heart rate. And some effects develop over time, and so are referred to as long-term effects. Examples being cancer, heart disease, emphysema, okay? But whether the effects are immediate or if they are long-term, both are harmful to a smoker's health and well-being. Today I'm going to do a demonstration for you, and I'm going to ask that you participate. But first, who can remember what the addictive ingredient in tobacco is? That would be nicotine. Now, nicotine is a type of drug called a stimulant, and stimulants speed up our body and its processes. Now, here's where you come in. I'm going to teach you how to take your pulse. You're going to need your 2 fingers, and we're going to use the carotid artery, which is located right here. Now, if you put your fingers there and press just a little bit, feel that? That's our heart pumping blood through our arteries. All right, so usually we measure beats per minute, which means we would sit here for 60 seconds and count how many times we feel that beat. But we're going to shorten that. We are going to count in 10 seconds how many times we feel that beat, and then we're going to multiply that by 6, okay? So I will tell you when to start, and you're going to want to write this number down after you get it, okay? Ready? Go. Done. All right, I got 11. What did you get? Okay, so 11 times 6 would be 66. So I have my beats per minute, my pulse is 66 beats per minute, okay? All right, so now we're gonna imagine that we've smoked a cigarette, okay? Now, what is a healthy way to speed up our heartbeats? Exercise, okay? So here's what we're going to do. For 45 seconds, you are either going to run in place or do jumping jacks. It's your choice. I'm not going to tell you which one you have to do, but we are going to do an activity for 45 seconds. Let me set my timer. I will tell you when to begin. And after this is done, we're going to take our pulse again. Okay, we're going to notice a difference. All right. So, ready? Let me move my chair. Ready? Begin. I'm going to move over here so you can't see me. Are you doing it? Are you doing it? I would never know. It's a good thing about this online stuff. Keep going. Almost done. We got 22 seconds. Just for proof, I am still going. Still going. 14 seconds. Keep going. Don't stop. And finished. Again, take our pulse. I'll tell you when to start. Whoa. Stay there for me. Hold on, hold on. Ready? Go. All right, stop. Man, I got 17. Let's multiply that by 6. We get 102 beats per minute that time. Okay, so I went from a resting heart rate of 66 beats per minute to we're gonna call this a smoker's heart rate of 102 beats per minute. I'm going to tell you why we're going to refer to it as that in just a second. Imagine that this happens to someone's heart every time they smoke a cigarette. Okay? What might happen to that person's heart? It may become very tired. It may get worn out. It may lead to a heart attack. And this is where you're probably going to ask the question, but I thought that exercise was good for you. To which I will explain, our heart is a muscle, and exercise is a healthy way to strengthen our heart. Just like bicep curls are a healthy way to strengthen your biceps. But the way that some people smoke, okay, now remember, tobacco, nicotine, they're artificial chemicals, and they speed up the heart rate in an artificial way. So this is not healthy for our heart. It's not healthy for our well-being. So also think about the fact that when someone goes to the gym, they may go and lift weights for a period of an hour and then they rest. Okay? Or a runner may go running for 30 minutes or an hour or however long, but then after that run, they rest. So our heart, or their heart, is getting rest after that exercise. A smoker, remember smokers, they smoke all day long. Their hearts are never getting the rest that it needs. So this may lead to heart disease or high blood pressure. Another complication that smoking can cause is a disease called emphysema, which leads me to my second and last demonstration. Our lungs are filled with alveoli, tiny air sacs in the lungs that take in the oxygen that we breathe and that keeps our body going. But the more a person smokes, the more alveoli they pop, and these sacs do not grow back. So a person is breathing in oxygen, but there's limited places for the oxygen to go now that these alveoli have been popped. So again, that disease is called emphysema. And due to this disease, most people will need to be hooked up to some sort of oxygen so that they can breathe, because the oxygen in the air becomes not enough for them. They need more oxygen. So whether that means them having to have oxygen treatments throughout the day, or some actually have to be hooked up to oxygen 24 hours a day. It varies depending on the person. So after this lesson, what do you think is the best way to prevent these problems, such as heart attack, heart disease, emphysema, cancer, from even occurring in the first place? Don't smoke. That is the best advice I can give you on this Wednesday. All right, I hope you all are staying safe, and I will see you next week. Thank you for tuning in.